Namaste. So today's topic is Bandha practice. On yoga, Bandha practice has a big role, especially in a Hatha Yoga tradition. When we talk, Bandha practice is very important. Without the Bandha, in an advanced practice, you cannot go further. You cannot get the full benefits of a practice on pranayama and asana. So bandha in English called lock, to hold. So according to the Hatha Yoga tradition, according to yogic scripture, it say we have a few doors or windows, you can say. Like in a house, in a room, we keep a windows door to pass the air, for air ventilation, right? So in this physical body, nature, divine power, or we call the God, have given some door, have given some windows to pass the air, to release the air and keep your system, your house, this body more fresh, healthy. One name of this body, physical body, is called Deha, palace, you can say. Palace of a consciousness. Consciousness live in the heart center. So it is our duty to keep a palace, house, fresh, clean. So nature have given some place, windows, door, to release those gases, to release those wastage through the nose, through the ears, through the mouth, through the bottom part, through the genital organs even. From the anus, from the penis, it releases toxins through the eyes. So bandha, before we go on the bandha, you should know why we have to practice, why we have to apply or learn bandha. So this body, in this body is called the Navadwara. Navadwara means a 9 door. 9 door already is in world. This door is in all a human body, doesn't matter from where you come from, everyone have a 9 door. Except those who have some issue from the nature, from the birth, doesn't matter, but those who are physically fit, good, they have totally, completely 9 door. So with those doors, that energy are releasing, passing, going outside. In a yogic tradition, our great master have developed some practice. By applying those practice, by doing those practice, it gives us so many benefits to your physical body and spiritual body and mind as well. So there are 3 main bandha practice is given. When you apply all of them together, it is called Mahabandha, is the 4th bandha all together when you practice. So first bandha name is called Mula Bandha. Second bandha name is called Uddiyana Bandha. Third bandha name is called Jalandhar Bandha. And 4th one is called Mahabandha, higher lock, bigger log, you can say in English. So Moola Bandha, in English we call it the root log. Udyana Bandha, in English we call it abdominal log. Jalandhara Bandha, in English we call it the chin log. And Mahabandha, we call it the higher log. So in this technique, Bandha practice, it's called which energy, which Shakti, power are going outside, which energy is going upward and releasing, how to save that energy, how to store that energy and reverse it, use it in a right technique, in a right good result, for good benefits, for good result. So which energy you are using for daily routine, for basic routine, for basic need, basic entertainment or joy, how to convert that energy in a more joy, in a more bliss, for more benefits. So those yogis in ancient time, they have applied it and then they have shared it. So Bandha practice is a very important practice in Pranayama and Kundalini Yoga. Bandha practice helps to create a vacuum, pressure in your system, in your organs on particular place, on particular point, which we call it the chakra, which we call it the energy center. That center in the system, in your body, is very important. Contracting your muscle, creating a vacuum, other place in your body, doesn't give that much benefit. But if you focus on a particular place, on particular point, will give you more benefits. So that's why Moola Bandha practice is very effective, very important, and very healthy. Moola means called root, R-O-O-T. And Bandha means a log, root, log. So where is a root of this body? Where is a root of the chakra, or in the system, in the Kundalini practice, in the spiritual practice? So root of this body is the bottom of the spine, below the spine. This area, even your legs, feet, toes, pelvis, sitting bone, inner muscles of the pelvis, all are the root. I'm sitting here in stable position. I'm comfortable because my root, because my base is strong. There are so many information on the base, on the root. I'm going quickly and clearly to understand better. So root is in your pelvis when we talk about on Kundalini Yoga and in Pranayama. The purpose of yoga, Hatha Yoga, purpose of Hatha Yoga is to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. So which Shakti is in your spine, in the bottom of your spine, to awaken it. So which energy body create, produce, make, we use for different purpose. We have release and spend it for different purpose. It is a natural function by talking, by watching, by hearing. Our system spends lots of energy. That's why in a meditation, in a pranayama, we suggest, we say to turn off, close your eyes, focus your mind, do not talk, because it is a time to save your energy. So same thing here, which energy we are using, we have used for physical joy on relationship, with the same energy yogis, master, have worked for different purpose, which help on Kundalini awakening. So which energy is going outside? Now in the Kundalini Yoga and the Bandha practice is the time to reverse that energy by saving it, by practicing Mula Bandha and the Pranayama. So Mula Bandha in English is called root lock. What is the root lock is? With the doing some practice with the legs or feet and toes? No. Root lock means on particular place in your pelvis region, in the center pelvis, you are going to contract, you are going to engage those muscle on particular muscle, with particular muscle on particular point. That point name is called Muladhara. So when you contract those muscles in your center pelvis, in English nowadays very popular name in the USA, in Europe, it's famous called Kegel movement. So with the anus muscle and the middle of the pelvis muscle, when you squeeze it, when you contract it and hold it for long time, depend on you. If you are a beginner, you can hold for 3, 5, 7 seconds. So with the exhalation, or you can practice with the inhalation, good result or practice is occur when you do with the exhalation. So good to do with exhalation. So with exhalation in the central pelvis, okay? For Mula Bandha practice, you have to sit in a comfortable position, Swastikasana, Sukhasana, Padmasana, or Vajrasana. Depend on you, any pose you can select. Sit in that pose and become aware with your breath and the place, and then with the exhalation gently, softly squeeze it, your whole sphincter muscle, anus muscle, and the pelvis floor, as much as you can with the exhalation, like my finger here. Keep holding as much as you can. Then after 10 to 12 seconds, gently release all those muscles. It is called relaxation. Then again, inhale. When you start exhalation, slowly, contract it, all those muscles. When you come at the end of exhalation, tightly in the pelvis floor, contract it, hold it for 10 to 12 seconds, as long as possible, with the retention of your breath. It is a second repetition, then with the inhalation, release it. Repeat it several times. When you will repeat it several times, like 5, 7, 10 repetition, you will feel some sensation in your pelvis region, in the pelvis area, in the center pelvis, because your genital organs and the Muladhara chakra are interconnected. So it is not about activating your sexual power, it is the practice, it is the technique, how to move, boost your energy towards the navel center, towards your abdominal muscle. Okay, so it's very important on the Mula Bandha practice, where your mind is, what thought it is on present is arising is very important. So it is the technique and practice with the positive mind, with positive thought, you are channelizing, you are moving that energy for your spiritual benefit, for your awakening the other chakra. So Mula Bandha practice is mentioned and taught which energy was going downward, which energy has a force to go down. Now with the Mula Bandha, you are holding tightly. So is a Mula Bandha practice. It has a lots of benefits physically, mentally, and emotionally. So those who are emotionally disbalanced, be careful. Do not do many repetition, just do few times. Those who have the issue with the sexual organ, you can try for your medical, physical benefits, but be careful. Do not do many repetition in the beginning. Okay? So Mula Bandha is over. Next Bandha is called Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha in English called abdominal lock. In abdominal lock, we take a deep breath before we start. Take a deep inhalation. Allow your belly to expand as much as you can. Then when you start exhalation, when you start exhaling, then slowly squeeze the abdominal muscle from the lower belly to the top. Do not squeeze your abdominal muscle from the top. Always contract your abdominal muscle from the bottom to the top with the exhalation. When you come at the end of a breath, hold your breath as long as possible. If anyone have a high blood pressure, asthma problem, heart problem, I would say do not do this practice. It is only for healthy people who are physically, mentally, emotionally fit. So in Uddiyana Bandha, always inhale with the nose, and then slowly exhale through the nose, or you can use your mouth for complete exhalation. Then after exhalation, hold your breath and then suck the whole abdominal muscle towards the spine. Be careful. Suck the whole abdominal muscle towards the spine and then hold it as long as you can on Uddiyana Bandha. It is very good practice for your stomach, for liver, kidney, pancreas, and even to other organs. If you are practicing regularly, your all organs in the stomach and small and large intestine will be more healthy and fit. We use this technique for awakening the Swadhisthana and Manipura chakra. We use this Uddiyana Bandha practice for awakening Manipura chakra and having a good digestive system. So those who have those who have a problem with the constipation, indigestion and even overweight, you can practice Uddiyana Bandha in the morning. We repeat or practice this technique in empty stomach. Do not do Uddiyana Bandha if you have eaten something like cookies, chocolate, apple, banana. If you have eaten something, you should take a rest gap. Even do not practice if you have taken the water or chai, coffee. Please do not do this technique, otherwise you will get a stomach ache or some wrong effect if you have eaten something. So Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal lock, is a practice with the abdominal muscle to squeeze it with the breath. Do not inhale after exhalation while holding the Uddiyana Bandha. Next Bandha is called Jalandhara Bandha, which is very simple, very easy and very effective. Here we have two glands in our throat center, is called thyroid and parathyroid, which control our metabolism and catabolism, which control our body weight, our sound. And here we have two pipes, esophagus, trachea. Spiritually, here we have one chakra is called Vishuddhi Chakra in Kundalini Yoga, which help to stimulate those hormones in your body and awaken the Vishuddhi Chakra, which is very simple to do on practice. Jalandhara Bandha is the practice where you touch your chin on the collarbone. When you touch your chin on the collarbone and you hold it for a long time, okay, with the breath. So mainly we use this lock after inhalation of a breath or exhalation of a breath. Okay, so for example, like inhale, hold your breath, then apply the chin lock. In this technique, hold your breath as long as you can. Then when your time will get over, release the chin lock, exhale through the nose. After each repetition, you should take a rest, 5 to 10 seconds, then again inhale, hold your breath, apply the chin lock. It's very simple, very effective, called Jalandhara Bandha. Who are not able to do this? Those who have cervical spondylitis, those who have stiffness even in the neck, those who cannot touch the chin on the collarbone, then you can do it the other way, like you just make a double chin. Just take a chin towards your throat, towards the center of your neck, just lengthening the neck, hold it. Even is effective and called the Jalandhara Bandha. So it is a modification on Jalandhara Bandha. And those who can do with the chin, with the collarbone, you can, is the best way to do Jalandhara Bandha. So Mula Bandha, root lock with the pelvis floor. Uddiyana Bandha, contracting your abdominal muscle. Jalandhara Bandha is touching your chin on the collarbone, and when you apply all of them together, when you do all together, Mula Bandha, root lock, abdominal lock, chin lock together, it is called Mahabandha, higher or bigger lock together. It's an advanced practice. It is not for everyone. If you have not done some preparation practice, I will say do not practice. So now look at me on the Mahabandha practice. In Mahabandha, you have to inhale first and then exhale through the mouth. You can exhale through the nose, but complete exhalation, we use a mouth for better benefits and the practice. So I will inhale with the nose, I will use my mouth to exhale, then I will apply all these locks together. And after 10 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, depend on you, when you will come back, when you will inhale, okay? First you have to release your chin log, abdominal log, then root log. This is the sequence, like a 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is the sequence. On Mahabandha practice, so now look at me. When you inhale, always inhale with the nose. And then come to the center. Do not start Mahabandha right after, means not quickly, not immediately, after one round, after one repetition. Take his time, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, then again repeat it. So it's a name called Mahabandha. Mahabandha has a lots of benefits on base of physical, mental and spiritual. Mahabandha practice, it effect on those particular place called the chakra. Mula Bandha effect to the Muladhara chakra. Uddiyana Bandha effect on the Swadhisthana chakra and Manipura chakra. Jalandhara Bandha effect to the Vishuddhi chakra. So 4 chakra get affected by practicing Mahabandha. It gave you so many benefits on Bandha practice. So keep doing it, keep practicing it. Om Hari Om.